Yeah. So enjoying the music and then was like, oh wait, ad's over. Good morning, happy Sunday. We are continuing with the Unplayed series today. LA is where we are at. This game is called Lacuna. It is a noir mystery game. It describes itself as having puzzles. It's like a puzzle adventure. Also kind of a sci-fi setting, as you can see by the cars and stuff flying through the sky. Superbase says, a noir detective? Oh boy, there's been like 8 visual novels that have trained you for this. Yes. And indeed, I did not buy this one as part of a Humble Bundle. I actually bought this during a Steam sale. There was some kind of mystery Steam sale or puzzle-solving Steam sale in January of 2024. Hello, Kings. I got it for like a little over $3. Normally on Steam, if I go to Steam and the actual store page, it is normally $16, so I got it on quite the discount. But yeah, the full title is Lacuna, a sci-fi noir adventure. So yeah, I guess we're gonna be trying to solve a mystery here, and I think we could just jump into it, probably. You cannot manually save the game or load a previous save. There is no going back. Your choices matter, everybody. It's weird, I can see the breeze going. I guess from, like, clouds going by or whatever. Drovia Sector 2. A and D to walk. You're really bad at choices in game? Yeah. Go back this way. Bench. So it looks like maybe we're in some kind of dome. I want to talk to this person. Hello, people. Nah, we're doing a tutorial, okay. Just do what they tell you. Hold shift to sprint. Is another one on the list you want to try out at some point, Devils? Mira, over here. Noah. Hey, what's up? The icon in the bottom right indicates that you can move on with the dialogue by pressing E or click. Hey, Noah, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. I heard that a ship with new people arrived last night. Ooh, so this... I don't know if this is a space colony or just some kind of dome on Earth. I had a feeling you might be in there. How was your journey through space? It sucked. Felt like I was buried alive with my parents. You're headed downstairs, right? I'll come with you. So how's life on Drovia? I didn't really like it at first. There's not much going on here yet. Oh, hard to imagine it's going to be like New Joran one day. But when you think about it, it's actually pretty cool. What is? Making history and stuff. Conquering a foreign planet. Building the first ever Saviant. Saviant? It's not savant. I'm assuming it's made up word. Saviant society colony? Isn't that exciting? I don't know. I feel like I've seen most of this place already. Well, they're still building it. By the way, where do you live? Our apartment is on floor 8. Or -8. Near the stairs up to the common area. No way, you got one of those fancy apartments? I mean, ours is alright too. I think it's because of my parents' job. All the scientists are in that area. Anyway, I've got to get back home. Recess is almost over. Maybe you can show me around later. Wyatt says, you have to say hi now because it's hard to imagine it's going to be like if you don't feel bad and you're always seemingly in the middle of something whenever you're playing Magic. Well, hello, Wyatt. I hope that you are well today. Actually, before you go, there's something I want to show you. Can it wait till this afternoon? I don't want to be late. Who cares? Come on, it's really cool. Today's my first day at school here. I don't want to make a bad impression on my first day. What do you want to show me? You'll see. It won't take long. Use A, D, and E, 1, 2, 3, or the cursor to select a dialogue option. Later, choices will be on a timer, which can be disabled in settings. Oh. Yes, I would like to disable that. What do you guys think? Should I be a delinquent? Or a goody two-shoes? Game settings. Dialogue timer. No. Confirm. You don't know why, but having never played games like these, you really hate the key mapping for this. Well, I'm gonna be a goody two-shoes and say, I don't have time, Noah. I gotta get to class. Sorry, I really don't have time. You can show me later, okay? Don't be such a drag. I really have to go. Fine, your loss. Let's meet again later, okay? My parents got a new cell. You want to connect? Sure. Alright, I'll message you when school's over. See you later. See you later, Mira. Press C or click the cell icon in the bottom left to open your cell. This is your cell's home tab. It shows your current objective down in the bottom left. Every conversation you have is logged in this tab to help you keep track of who said what. That's nice. Like they're just assigning random keys. Well, WASD is pretty common for movement. And I can see, you know, E is really like close above D, so like that's often used for interacting with things. The C is interesting. That's below D's though, so and it, you know, C starts with cell, so or cell starts with C. There we go. So that might be clues. All right. Well, let's exit for now. We're gonna try to walk home. Is there like a map on how to get home? Sector 2. This over here. Dead end. Your favorite letter of the alphabet. A, B, cell, D, E. Okay. E to interact. I'm on floor -8, right? And opening credits! Oxy bar. Banana, apple, wild fruit, blue ice. What's your flavor? That would be really funny if those were the ending credits. He chose not to go see the thing. Oh well, game's over. There are some games that do that. Shipment of Karshi green caramel bars just arrived. No way, you have deep-fried tulpa fish? Damn right we do. Only place on Drovia to serve it. You just arrived, huh? Yeah, it's my first day here. I'm so happy you serve tulpa. It used to be my favorite dish back home. So, you want some? Sorry, I'm in a hurry. School's about to start, but I'll be back this afternoon. So right now, we are establishing the world. Get on the computer. Let me see if I can find something that looks like a computer. That looks like a computer. Alright. Welcome to today's second lesson. Hope you all had a nice break. This morning I walked you through our learning platform and showed you the curriculum for this year. You'll be taught about the same topics as you would back home. Today we're going over some basic facts about our solar system. This won't be news to most of you, but I want to make sure we are all on the same page. I already know all this stuff. Can I skip this lesson and come back later? No, I haven't even told you exactly what we're going to talk about. Let me ask my dad. I'm sure he'll write me a note. Classes are mandatory for everyone, even for the son of our chief of security. I'm sure he'll agree with me. You were all given a map of the solar system as part of your school package. You're thinking of starting to dump money into Magic Arena? I mean, if that's the way that you like to play that's most convenient to you, it might make sense. Or you could dump money into Magic Online instead, because those digital cards can be sold and resold if you... Like, it's kind of like a paper analog. And that way you can play like actual Commander. Tolarian Community College did a video on Magic Online within this year. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but it had a pretty interesting explanation about it. You were all given a map of the solar system as part of your school package. I can see that some of you already put it up on the wall. Very nice. Please take a moment to double check if it's there. You may need it for your next assignment. Learning on a computer, what is this, COVID? Well, we're in space. And it's sci-fi. Press spacebar to toggle your AR model's investigation mode. Once active, it will highlight nearby objects you can examine. Toggle to the right using tab, and to the left using shift. Then investigate using E or click. Please note that you cannot interact with anyone or anything while in investigation mode. Okay. So you are here, basically. Ah, okay. So we're on Drovia. We came from New Joran. Hey, sweetie, we just missed you. Have fun in class. We'll be back this afternoon, Mom. You considered Magic Online, but your eyeballs can't get past the fact that it looks like Windows 98 threw up. Yeah. It's because it was built back then. Okay, looks like those are the only things I can do. Looks like you all have the poster. It'll help you solve the task I'm about to give you. I also have another resource for you, an excerpt from a recent news article. I'm sending you both the sheet and the article now. Open your cell and check your news and sheets tabs. Submit the sheet once you think you've got it. From time to time, it can be useful to stop and think for a while. Some benches, sofas, and chairs offer a place to sit down, take out your cell, and go over everything you know so far. Sit. Ah, with E. Whenever you receive a news article, it's stored in this tab. Select it to view the latest news. The little bouncing icon indicates a new cell content you haven't seen yet. Sheets are added to this tab of your cell. Select the correct answers to fill in the gaps. When sheets are due, a submit button appears at the bottom. You only have one shot at getting it right. News. Too bad the Planeswalker games never became the standard. I enjoyed Magic Duels on mobile, but boy did it fry the heck out of my phone whenever I used it. See, that's kind of why, I mean, beyond being kind of free to play anyway, that's why I would feel hesitant about putting money into Arena, because they could just move to another platform later. I don't know, though. It does seem like they've put a decent amount of work into Arena, so maybe they wouldn't. So, It says, Lithium will pass the torch. New Joran Journal. Commentary by Martha Bold. For almost 4 centuries, lithium-ion technology was the be-all and end-all of battery technology. Up until recently, nobody would have predicted the sudden rise of tellurium-based energy storage. Just 2 years ago, scientists first succeeded in producing a tellurium-based prototype that far exceeded its lithium counterpart in terms of storage capacity, weight, power, and longevity. When vast amounts of the supposedly rare titanium ore, why supposedly, were discovered under the crust of Drovia last year. Oh, because it's not rare anymore. A new gold rush began, the likes of which we haven't seen since Gara's first lunar colonies. 2 very different factions, Gara and a group of Soviet migrants from New Joran, have already secured their spot on the planet's surface, eager to participate in this next technological revolution. The first colony outside of blank, the Cradle of Humanity, was built in 1608. It does seem like New Joran is the first one. It was a small science base on Millen, one of the planet's 3 moons. Fast forward to today, humanity has conquered most of the solar system. The colonization of Drovia started only about a year ago. Savians from Gara, the closest planet to Drovia, have now established... I mean, we're from New Joran, though. Closest planet to Drovia. I want to look at that poster again. Can I do that in the logs? I might have to exit out. Hang on. Drovia and New Joran are the closest to each other, it seems like. You love those things. Those games are the reason why anyone says go to combat. My brain immediately splits the board in half and fills the center part with blood. Well, this is talking about Gara's first lunar colony, so maybe Gara is the cradle of humanity. And we happen to be from New Joran. Gara also looked like it had more moons, so yeah, we'll say that's correct. If you're still learning at the time, that's just how combat is depicted in your head. Okay, so Savians from New Joran, the closest planet to Drovia, have now established their own colony, your new home, Sector 2 on Drovia. This not only gives us Savians, our very own nation, but also access to one of the world's most sought-after resources, tellurium. Due to technological innovations, the price of tellurium has skyrocketed over the last year. Alright, Mira, I received your sheet. Let's go over it. First answer is correct. Humanity originated on Gara and settled other planets from there. Second question, this was an easy one. Savians from New Joran that created their own colony on Drovia. Now for the last question. That's right. We are mining Telenium on Drovia. It's a very valuable resource nowadays. Good job, Mira. Looks like you have grasp of this topic. Let's move on to the next... Hold on. What was that? System connection closed. Call interrupted due to an emergency. Structural breach detected. Please relocate to the closest safe room as quickly as possible. They will be locked down in 60 seconds. Emergency exit plans have been distributed to all living units. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Pretty sure that, Okay, so I need to go down 2 levels and to the right. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I saw that already. Should possibly be running. Okay. Help! Anyone, please! Hey girl, please help me, the door is stuck. Noah! Mira, come on, you've gotta hurry. But she... Please, just grab the door and pull. It's working! Please don't let go. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm assuming I didn't make it to lockdown because I decided to try to help her. Question is, am I dead? Is that game over?
Even after 10 years, meeting your ex still feels kind of strange. Or maybe it doesn't if you don't still have feelings for her. And maybe it doesn't if the whole world isn't on the brink of war. I don't even know why I agreed to see Kat that day. My thoughts were still lingering on my work. My unit was responsible for the safety of one of the most important visitors Gyara had seen in a long time. Joseph Banny, Foreign Minister of Drovia. Whatever came of his negotiations with our president could make or break the relationship between our planets for generations to come. Yet here I was, fighting with my ex about how often I should call my daughter, pretending that it mattered.
Jeez. I think we found the Noir guy, folks. Neil, did you hear what I said? In fact, if you ever come across those giant tournament tables with the split down the middle and the magic pitchfork on it, you're getting it. You don't care. You don't have room for it. I like that, the magic pitchfork. The planeswalker symbol. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. I think it's supposed to be like a stylized flame igniting, like Planeswalker Spark. But yeah, pitchfork. Let's go with that. I like that. It does look like a pitchfork. Were you listening to the radio? I'm sorry, Kat. They were talking about Banny. This whole thing has really put me on edge. You haven't changed a bit. You know how important it is this time. Yeah, that's what you said every time. Let's get back to Laura. That's why we're here, right? I don't know what else to say. You never visit her. You don't even call her back. You're being unfair. I watched that awful movie with her that you didn't want to see. Come on, that was over a month ago. And you've barely responded to her messages ever since. I don't understand how you can treat her like that. She deserves better. Honestly, I don't like spending time at our old place. What? Why? I feel like that should be obvious. It reminds me of our life together, I guess. You never seemed to care much at the time. You keep telling yourself that, Kat. Sure, I'm telling myself that. You were never home. I was starting out at the CDI. None of us were ever home. Whatever. We've been having this discussion for a decade. You thought it was supposed to be Liliana's crown? Ah. Laura's a teenager now, and it would be good for her if she had a second parent to talk to. And good for me, frankly. Look, I'll try to do better. Great. Why don't you go up to her right now, then? She's home, and I won't be bothering you. I have an appointment. Yeah, okay. Really? Laura will be delighted. I have to go now. It was good to see you. You too.
As I started walking home, I felt angry at myself. Not for failing to show my daughter how much I cared for her, but for actually not caring as much as she would have deserved. At least that's what I thought I felt like at the time. I was under a lot of pressure due to Banny's visit, and I found it hard to think about anything other than work.
See you soon. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Ah. Hey, Laura. Oh, Dad, hi. You're working on your novel? Yeah. No, please stop looking at the screen. It's still very rough. What are you doing here? Thought I'd stop by to say hello. Haven't had much time for that lately. Did Mom send you? Kind of. But she can't really send me anywhere. I came because I wanted to. Okay. So, how's that novel coming along? Will I ever get to read it? I'm working on a different text right now. I haven't had much time for the novel lately. This is the opening cutting scene of Magic Jewels 2015 would have you believe. Ah. I'm in that writing contest, don't you remember? I made it into the second round. Hey, not bad, that's great. I have to knock it out of the park because I have to make it to the finals. All the finalists participate in a workshop led by Hannah Slater. That would be so awesome. Who's that? You don't know her? Seriously? She wrote The Tree and the Asteroid. She's the best. Sounds good, I'm sure you'll make it. At least one of us is optimistic. I need to finish this within the next 2 days and it still sucks. I'll leave you to it then. Let me know if you want to go watch another movie. You did like the last one after all, didn't you? I hated it. Sure you did. See you soon, Dad. Yeah, it did kind of seem like that wasn't much of a meaningful interaction, but I have a feeling that it's like, you know, he's there, so the actual content doesn't matter. All hail the magic pitchfork. Where do I need to go now? Oh, I have some news. Sector 2 Incident 40th Anniversary, Garian Gazette. News by Kevin Gustafson. Today marks the 40th anniversary of the tragic Sector 2 incident, which put an abrupt and permanent end to New Joran's colonization efforts on Drovia. Critical structural flaws that led to a series of explosions in the colonial mines, which caused big parts of the residential tunnels above to collapse, resulting in over 1,000 deaths. Oh, so the person who we were doing the tutorial on is probably dead. An independent investigation concluded that oversight on the construction projects on the part of New Joran's public authorities had been dangerously negligent. Following public outcry and pressure from the interplanetary community, New Joran was forced to shut down its colonization project on Drovia for good. To this day, an addendum to the Space Travel and Planetary Protection Treaty of 1803 forbids the construction of another New Joran colony on Drovian ground. 85-year-old Juliette Lacoste, a survivor herself, lost her only daughter Mira in the incident. Lacoste had taken a job as a geographer, aiding with the analysis of the mineral composition in the planet's crust. The tragic loss of her daughter ended up destroying her marriage as well. She moved to Gara and became a Garian citizen because, in her own words, she would never be able to forgive New Joran's government for what they did to her family. Lacoste will be on our special installment tonight and recount her memories of the horrific incident. He is there is, in fact, a significant improvement to he is not there. Exactly. Yeah. The content doesn't matter. But yeah, our choices got Mira killed. Oh man, I mean, maybe there might not have been a way to save her, but yeah. Pitchfork might not be the best considering what's been going on. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I can download more news. Banny's symbolic visit. Garen Daly. This morning, after a 6-week journey through space, the most important guest of the year's Interplanetary Trade Summit has finally arrived on Gara, Drovia's foreign minister, Joseph Banny. As one of the most radical critics of the Garen state and its colonial activities, Banny has been fighting for more economic and political autonomy on Drovia's part for a while. His central demand at the summit is expected to be Drovia's full emancipation from Garian rule. However, political observers don't expect President Robertson to give in to their demands. The Drovia experts in Robertson's ministry declared themselves against granting the colony more rights and liberties, especially in light of the Savian Front's growing influence on Drovia. The Savian Front is an extremist branch of the Savian religion and is infamous for defending backwards anti-scientific positions. Drovian independence would inevitably lead to a stronger influence of this group in our solar system. However, if Robertson doesn't want to escalate relations between our planets, he might be forced to find some compromises with Banny. Trying to make sure I'm absorbing all this. It's a lot. It's one of those things where you can't have an opinion on it because you don't invest in magic that way, so it's none of your business what people do with their money, but regardless of your lack of opinion, death threats are not okay. Oh yeah, that's, but I want to buy cigarettes. Yeah, the death threats and stuff was super dumb.
I looked at my reflection in the glass and down at the layers of city below my feet. I wondered why I'd opened up to Kat about feeling weird at our old place. I didn't want her to think I still missed her. Maybe I did, because something still hurt when I saw her. Although it might just have been the memory of not getting something we wanted, of having failed. As good as we may be at making sense of things, there are some we can't work into the narrative.
Amen. Welcome, visitor. Mr. Conrad is currently not at home. That's probably because I'm standing in the hallway. Would you like to leave a message? No, it's me, Neil Conrad. Perform another scan. Scanning is currently not possible. Please contact System Administrator for more information. Great, the scanner's probably busted again. I should check my cell. Maybe I got notified about it. People will message you from time to time. Select this tab to view your new messages. You don't know those people personally, you know of them, you enjoy the content they make, and you don't want to see anything bad happen to them. Well, it's funny, too, because now the result of these fanatics threatening these people is that the people were like, okay, well, we're just not gonna do this anymore. And now Commander is controlled by Wizards of the Coast, this company that you all hate. So, good work! Dear Mr. Conrad, I hope you read this message in time. Your building's ID scanning system broke earlier today and is currently under maintenance. As your apartment will not be able to identify you, you have to enter your backup key code, which is updated every month for security reasons. Your current code is 9264. I'll keep you updated on the ID system status. I apologize for the inconvenience. Hope this matter will be resolved shortly. Yours, Andrew Stevens. Welcome, visitor. You entered the correct pin, unlocking door. Hey, Gary. So, how'd that date with your ex go? Perfectly. What do you think? Well, I hope it was worth ditching me. What's the situation? Our job's done for the day. Banny and his staff are with President Robertson now. Tonight, they're invited to dinner with some fat cats. Things went over smoothly, nothing out of the ordinary so far, but goddamn, Banny's guys annoyed the hell out of me. By the way, this game is rated mature. They didn't miss an opportunity to call us colonialists. One more time and I might have punched them all in the throat. I'm just happy they're Johnson's responsibility for the rest of the day. Yeah, exactly. Arguably worse, because we all know how Wizards is. Yeah. Let's hope that we're all getting along better after the summit. I'm not so sure about that. Did you read an article about the trade summit in the news today? Yes, I did. The one about Robertson not really planning on giving Banny anything? They've been saying that for weeks. Let's wait and see. What else do you think will happen? Drovian independence? I said ban, banity ban. I said a ban, banity ban. Ultimately, be careful what you ask for. You just might get it, yeah. If you ask me, Bandy shouldn't get anything at all. We built the whole colony, after all. Anyway, the chief has scheduled a briefing tomorrow morning at 9. Don't be late. Copy that. See you tomorrow. Hey, Horace. How's it going? Oh, I want to pet Horace. Oh! Yay! Oh, I was hoping I could feed him as well, but I guess I could only pet him. Twitch installed a system that's been doing a very good job catching bot messages, so we didn't even see the bot message because we're not mods. Nice. Nice. It does say likely ban evader restricted. I still like singing the song, though. Even if you guys can't see it. There was, dude, there was one stream, I was streaming for like 3 hours and there were 4 people I had to ban. You mod over for Furon, so you have been seeing them. Ah, okay. I don't want to smoke. I quit. Sleep. I apparently sleep in my clothes. Gara Louisville. Oh, that's where I'm at. Hello? Conrad, it's me. Everything alright? It's not. Bandy's been shot. What? How? What's his condition? He's dead. Where are you now? He's dead? I asked you where you are, Conrad. I'm at my place. I'll have someone pick you up. You know I don't... It's a 15-minute train ride. I'll be right there. Make it quick.
Fuck. How could that happen? I didn't even dare think about the impending political aftermath. If this was indeed murder...
I cannot sprint inside my home.
Couldn't be. I hope there was a mistake. Maybe Gary had gone crazy. Maybe I was dreaming. Foreign Minister Banny's death could be the tipping point in the conflict between Gyara and Drovia. This whole visit was meant to ease tensions between our planets. Now it could lead to war. The first interplanetary war. Fuck, Neil, snap out of it. You'll figure this out. Focus on the task ahead.
Yeah, Wyatt, exactly. Good job, Magic Community. You played yourself. Enjoy your new corporate overlord. Yeah. Now I can sprint. Huh. Filter keys. Do you want to turn off filter keys? Filter keys lets you ignore brief or repeated keystrokes and slows down the keyboard repeat rate. Keyboard shortcut to turn on filter keys is to hold down the right shift key for 8 seconds. Disable this keyboard shortcut and ease of access keyboard settings. I do not want to turn on filter keys. Thank you. I also have an email. Thank you for saying hello to Laura. Even if she didn't show it, she's happy you swung by. Talk to you soon. Okay. Let me download some news. And check my cell again. History to go. Over the past few years, more and more inhabitants of Drovia have been demanding stronger Soviet representation in the colonial government. But why is it so many Soviets live in Sector 1 in the first place? Find out in today's History to Go. In 1798, 1 year after Gara had kicked off construction of Sector 1, a group of Soviets from New Jorin started erecting a dome of their own in a nearby valley. Sector 2 was supposed to be a new beginning and a new home for Soviets who had experienced marginalization and oppression on New Jorin. Its economy would rely on the mining and export of tellurium, which at the time was just shaping up to be one of the most valuable resources in the solar system. In 1800, mere weeks after settlers had begun to inhabit the newly constructed colony, a series of underground explosions rocked the tunnels, causing thousands of deaths. To this day, the Sector 2 incident is the deadliest catastrophe in the history of space colonization. An independent investigation concluded that severe construction flaws were to blame. Some critics have ascribed the neglectful architecture to an anti-science stance inherent in Soviet faith. So, they were murdered, right? We keep saying, oh yeah, it was an independent investigation said that it was construction flaws and they're anti-science, so it was their fault that they died. There was money involved with the tellurium. So they were killed, right? Like, we should not actually believe this, right? Supri says, that said, you will say you actually like the power level system that Wizards is proposing for Commander, assuming it is used correctly. Though everyone is flipping their lids over the thought that Soul Ring is typically going into one of the top 2 tiers. Yeah, Wise. Also, if you did not know this game was M-rated, that's why I'm in email. Get ready for the F word 3 times in a row. The Interplanetary Court ruled that Soviet-led colonization projects on Drovia and across the solar system were to be halted indefinitely. In a controversial move, the court went on to grant Gara exclusive access to Drovia for 50 years. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! This is some BS. This is some absolute BS. Yeah, when the F word 3 times in a row, when my main character Neil woke up like, hey, the guy's been killed. As he started to lead he went F. If we're asking Wizards, fun, fair, and free to play. Gonna ban that one too. In the immediate aftermath of the incident, Gara provided humanitarian aid to the nearby colony, evacuating the survivors and tending to the wounded. Garian government offered anyone who lost their home the chance to migrate to Sector 1 permanently, which many preferred to returning to New Jorin. The Soviet population in Sector 1 has steadily grown since, becoming the majority a few years ago. Oh, they are gonna get some revenge all up in this. This the train, right? This the train? Oh, maybe I can't do that one. Do I have to buy a ticket, or can I just go on? I can just go on. Excellent. Ara Mansion District. We are about an hour in, so I think it is going to be time soon to give my thoughts. Okay. Gonna give my thoughts about the game so far. This is intriguing. I feel like they're doing a decent job building the world. Having the tutorial take place with the girl who died is kind of interesting, made me kind of care about what happened. I feel like it was structural, blah blah, that's BS, I think. And maybe there should be a war, but we're gonna try and avoid one, I suppose. I feel like the smoking and stuff is not super necessary. I know it's like a noir trope, but eh. I'm liking the story. I want to keep going. I'm interested to see where this goes. One little disadvantage is I'm not always super sure where I need to go next because there's no map. But I also haven't spent a lot of time wandering around trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. It seems like the game is guiding me. Like, first of all, there aren't a whole lot of directions to go. And the game also seems to be guiding me a little bit in, like, subtle ways to get to the next thing. Is this the greatest noir game I've played? Ooh. That's a good question. Maybe? I mean, I feel like in this first hour here, we're still doing setup. Like, we haven't really encountered any puzzles yet or anything, so I feel like it's a little bit early for me to say. But I'm definitely, like, wanting to continue on and play more. So yeah, I'm going to run an ad break, get a snack, and we'll continue. BRB. In fact, I've considered it, though. Yeah.